Sports fan, this is Steven Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a special Monday night breakdown of one of the doubleheaders that we have. You have the Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Now, looking down and breaking down some of the offensive stats from last year, you can just rip a whole lot of stuff up and just throw it out the window because both these teams had uncharacteristic years last year. Eli Manning struggled greatly in the regular season, throwing a lot of interceptions. You look at Matthew Stafford and the Lions really struggled late towards the end of the season, not really making the playoffs, not really making a lot of noise, but we have to focus on the things that we do know. The New York Giants, sure enough, cannot have the same type of season that they had last year, only because Tom Coughlin's job is on the hot seat right now. As we've seen in years past, they struggle a little bit. His job seems to be in jeopardy. Then they win a Super Bowl. So can that be another year for them this year where they potentially commit that type of run? You never know. This is the NFL. Every team, every year changes from time to time. And I think the Giants offense is going to catch on. It's going to click. We saw the last preseason game that they really all played in, that they really did move the ball well. They really did score offensive touchdowns, not just defensive side of the ball or special teams, but the Giants, they're going to improve. They have no other choice. Or Eli may be on his way out, or Tom Coughlin may be on his way out. Now, you look at Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford, you have Reggie Bush in the backfield, you have Megatron, now you have Golden Tate. You have a little balance to the offense where you don't just have Megatron being the only wide receiver. I know that they let go of Durham, the 6'6" receiver, but you also have to think about losing him, well, cutting him rather, is kind of strange because he was one of the short-handed wide receivers that they had on the team. But maybe Golden Tate has outplayed him, and maybe Golden Tate is going to be a bigger factor than Durham ever was. And you want to see what he can do in this offense and how he can give Megatron some one-on-one looks possibly, and how Golden Tate could possibly take a double team himself. So with Reggie Bush coming out the backfield, he can run the football, and as we all know, he can catch the ball out of the backfield pretty well. Now, this is going to be crucial because the Detroit Lions defense used to be good a couple of years ago. I don't know where it went. I know Cliff Averill was a big part of that. He went to the Seahawks. I know Ndamukong Suh is still a big part of that. But now we have to focus on, can Suh be the same Suh, Ndamukong Suh, that we know him, the same vicious, ferocious guy that gets after quarterbacks and makes them have nightmares each and every night before they play him. So when you look at this offense of the Giants, can Eli stay protected with that rambled offensive line that they have that's struggling with injuries and consistencies and false starts and things like that all during the preseason and during practice and mini camps? Can the Giants get it together in time to be an offensive weapon against the Detroit Lions? Yes, they can. With Victor Cruz, I think that he is a solid short-handed receiver. You won't have Manningham. You won't have some of the things that you used to have. So now you really have to lean on the younger guys. You really have to lean on your running game with Jennings. You really have to do a lot of things and get your tight ends involved if you're Eli Manning. Get that safety blanket now, because Victor Cruz is going to be double teamed. He's going to be double covered. He's going to be triple covered. So it's some of those things that Eli can do to get the ball out of his hand pretty quickly to do it. Now, in this game, I'm picking the New York Giants to win this football game only because they're going to be indoors. You have to look at the Lions not really being that good as is, but I don't know. I mean, it feels like the New York Giants are going to bounce back. They're going to be competitive this season. They're not just going to be around and not just be a 8-8 team. They're not just going to be a team that's just there. So I want to see a competitive New York Giants team take on a competitive Lions team, and I think that the Giants are going to pull this one out on the first half of the doubleheader on Monday night. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, follow me on Just My Picks TV, and that's on Twitter. Also, follow me at JustMyPicks.com each and every day for all the breaking news, all the great stats we have there. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, YouTube.com/JustMyPickTV. Hit that red subscribe button so you can debate with us each and every day. Don't forget, share my videos in your sports group so we can debate with you each and every day during the NFL season. Once again, thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you next week.